And kind of extending that whole idea of kind of using the active voice as opposed to the passive voice is just concision. Now, like I said, the active voice tends to be more concise, shorter sentence than the passive. And you're really going to want to take out any word in a sentence that isn't absolutely needed, okay? Those should be removed. Obviously, you want to keep grammar and syntax in mind, but just look at this second bullet point where I basically show you what I did with the first bullet point to make it more concise. So what I originally wrote was any of the words in a sentence that isn't absolutely, or excuse me, that aren't absolutely necessary to understand it should be removed. And I took out some words, I kind of changed a few words around, and I ended up with that bullet point as you see on the top. Any word in a sentence that isn't absolutely needed should be removed. Okay? It's a lot simpler and it gets the exact same point across, and if anything it has more clarity to it. So again, sorry that you're going to have fewer words in your sentences and you might have to write a bit more to meet your page requirements, but you're going to sound a lot better. And what's worth noting is that professors and humans in general are much more interested with how you're saying something than the actual content or information of what you're saying. So you could have a really dumb thesis when it comes down to it that isn't very clever, isn't unique, but if you can write it in such a way that is, crystal clear, and you can make it amusing for the reader, and we'll talk about other ways you can do that, then even if the content isn't that great, your professor is going to give you a good grade. So use the active voice and be concise.